welcome to ONCE Virtual Venue. I'm Chris Porter from Porter Productions and ONCE Somerville. You're about to enjoy some exclusive content presented especially for you by the ONCE family. Before we start the show, I just want to mention a few important things. First, we ask that you please donate to the artists featured in this video. They are so kind to our venue, and ONCE is very grateful that they are sharing their talents with all of us today. The link to their tip jar is in the comments section of this video. We're also including a link to our own GoFundMe campaign, which we hope you'll also consider donating to as well. Performance helps bring our communities together, and that's really our main purpose at ONCE. We want everyone to be able to enjoy art, and we particularly want to enjoy all that art together. So we're making that possible by any means we can. Thank you so much for being a part of this experience, both at home and when you're with us in the ballroom or in the lounge. Finally, keep in mind that the bathrooms are in the back on the far left. Please, no flash photography, and as always, no crowd surfing. Thank you again. We hope you enjoy the show.
Hi, my name is Grace Givertz. It's me. I am very disoriented that I am in ONCE, but it's very nice to not be in my house. And I think if there's anywhere that I would like to play my first show, it's ONCE. So thank you for having me. I'm honored. I put out a EP in 2017, which, believe it or not, was 3 years ago. And this song is on it, and I like to call it my angry song. So if you're angry, you can sing this song. It's called Not Your Girl.
Believe that I've always been right about you. Because I don't think I could ever forget about you. Had I not been so frightened of how far I had fallen, it would have manifested into affection for you. I wonder how much of that you knew, how badly I wanted you, how badly I still do, yeah. How could you be so oblivious? It's been a few weeks with friends, that's fine, I'll move on, 'cause you already have. She did.
my glasses keep falling off my face. It sucks, because like I use my glasses to hold up my mask, because my face is small, and then my mask comes down, my glasses come down, and then I'm exposed. And even right now, I feel really naked, like I'm standing in front of everybody, completely nude, because you can see the lower half of my face. So thank you for accepting me without lipstick. I know it's really a shock to see me without lipstick. Yeah, so that song was on my EP that came out 3 years ago, The Light, and I'm gonna play you another song from that EP as well. This song is about my dad, who I love very much, and the nice thing I think about working from home and being kind of like isolated is that even though I already talk to my parents like 10 times a day, I now talk to them like 20 times a day. So it's just really nice to just kind of like do my work and have my mom just kind of like sitting there doing her thing, but like in Florida. So it's very, very nice, and I love my parents, and yeah, thankful for their health and my health and your health, hopefully. All right.
Just like any other Saturday, except it was the day I was born. Took me to church on a Sunday. It was just like any other Sunday, except it was the day that I found the Lord. They say you don't wanna be but he's kind, even if he doesn't take care of my mother. And I know that times are tough and he's just down on his luck, but I guess we'll have to wait until tomorrow. We planted seeds on a Monday. It was just like any other Monday, except it was the day I found the patience to grow. Those seeds sprout on a Wednesday. It was the day that the gardener came and cut down everything we've grown to know. They say you don't wanna be your father's daughter, but he's able, even if he doesn't provide for his daughters. And I know that times are tough and he's just down on his luck, but I guess we'll have to wait till tomorrow. We lost our house on a Thursday. It was just like any other Thursday, because we'd lost our house 120 times before. I got paid on Friday. It was just like any other Friday, yeah. Except it was the day that I walked out the door. I say I'm still proud to be my father's daughter. Without him, I don't know how I could have ended up any stronger. I love his whole heart, but with our time apart, I hope he learns to be his daughter's father.
Thank you very much. I feel like half of this entire set has been me just wiping my face and doing everything that the CDC says not to do. But I swear I'm sanitized. I want to shout out ONCE for making this a very safe space for me. It's been really scary to leave my house, obviously for obvious reasons that there's a pandemic, but also just because I'm immunocompromised and it's like everything is heightened. So I feel very safe here, and I appreciate it. Safe enough that I can wipe the sweat off my face. So wash your hands, social distance, be nice to strangers, order from local Black businesses when you're ordering food.
Wow, what a talent. What a talent. One of our ONCE Somerville favorites, Grace Givertz right there. Loved having her kick this all off. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the ONCE Soundstage launch party. What is Soundstage, you may be asking? Well, right here, we have the woman who is the founder, owner, visionary, among other brilliant things of ONCE Somerville land, and one heck of a chef too, by the way, in case you all didn't know. JJ Gonson. JJ, you're here,
Chris.
Right? There you are.
Chris Porter.
JJ, I'm excited to talk to you and have a conversation here. We talk a lot, obviously, but not usually in this context. This is great. And you've been interviewing a lot of people, and now I get to interview you.
I'm excited about this, actually.
Turning
I might
the
interview you
here.
back.
Yeah, well, great. All good. All good. So tell us about Soundstage. What have you invented here?
What have we invented here? So the idea behind the Soundstage is obviously once it's closed, the most of the revenue to keep the venue space open and to keep the people who make the magic employed was, coming from the bar. That's the reality of venues, is that most of what they live on comes across the bar. So obviously the bar is entirely closed, and we're trying to find ways to keep money coming in. And so what we've done is we've created a model where you can rent this production stage. You can rent the ONCE stage, and we have everything you need to record a really high quality video with really high quality sound. It's a multi-camera situation, as you can tell from the quality of the Grace's video and the ones to come. And this could be music, but it also could be a lecture. It could be a wedding. It could be some kind of a dress. So we're hoping that this is a way that we can get back to work, basically. And it's good, get a sound person back to work, get some video people back to work. And that's the ONCE Soundstage. That's the concept. I'm excited.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, obviously, we're still in this pandemic till we don't know when, but this is great that some businesses are able to at least partially open. And what are you going to do? How are you addressing, safety concerns, pandemic protocols, that sort of thing? How are you dealing with that?
Yeah, there's a whole document that we're happy to share. It's actually on the website that outlines the protocols, which include everybody washing their hands when they enter the building, propping doors open to reduce high touch areas. You can come straight off the back parking lot straight to the stage at once. So the artists don't really even need to move through the space. They can come straight from the back, straight to the stage. No one is allowed on the stage while the artists are on the stage. Only singers can remove their masks. Everybody has to have a mask on all the time. Only a singer can remove their mask if they choose to. Not all of them do. And they only can remove that mask when everybody has confirmed that they are appropriately distanced. When people are actually singing, we're not letting anybody onto the dance floor. So the person on the stage is a good 18, 20 feet away from the next person. And Aaron and Stephen have set up this brilliant system with cameras that are mounted near the stage. So the close shots, the side shots aren't actually being manned by people. And then they have cameras with zooms and a boom back further. So they're getting, they have the ability to cut in real time, and they're doing this very high quality multi-shot video.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Obviously,
great.
we provide like sanitary wipes, sanitizer, all that stuff is there. 18-foot ceilings, fans, only a small number of people allowed.
Because now the whole complex fits, you know, between the lounge and the ballrooms, well over 400 people. How many people would be here at a particular production shoot?
When Grace Givertz was shooting, I think it was 5.
That's fantastic. Wow. So
yeah,
a lot of
very
space,
spread out.
elbow room for that. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Later on, I'll remind everybody. I mean, if anybody who's watching right now, but I'll remind them all later. If you go to booking@oncesomerville.com for more information on this. If you want to record something, it's something we can possibly use for virtual venue or something for their own purposes, whatever it is. It sounds like it's pretty flexible, right, JJ?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's very flexible. The virtual venue, something we are going to be talking a lot about is that it's a very different thing. The virtual venue being more like the performance area, and you know, it could be something somebody's streaming from home and it's programmed, whereas the soundstage is really available to anybody who wants to come in. And we are looking at ways of creating scholarships for the soundstage, and that is something that is going to happen. But we are being really super transparent about the soundstage being a way to get back to work, for once to get back to work. And you know, we will be looking at all kinds of opportunities, but we really just wanted to get started and get to work and making beautiful videos for people. We can't wait.
Sure.
Get married at once.
They've been making their music videos very awkwardly, you know, because they have releases out. They're still putting out music this year, but have had to do, you know, the bedroom or the living room sessions or whatever you want to call it, or doing something outside in the backyard. And nothing wrong with that. But this is a very unique option that I'm not seeing, I don't know of anywhere else in our area, let alone anywhere in the country. So that's a fantastic idea, and hope a lot of people take advantage of it.
Cool. I hope so too. I hope people get married and stream their weddings to Zoom. I think that would be really amazing. And you know, it's such a pretty room with the chandeliers and everything. We can make it look great.
Well, and the great thing is we've got a real professional crew working on this, and I'll be talking with them a little later on. We can get into the technicalities and everything. That also makes it really special. So good job, everybody. Well, let's jump back into some music, because we have some more great local music.
Yeah.
Right now, we have The Mystery. Such a mystery. Mystery has been at once, but it's a mystery. Yeah, it's The Mystery. And let's go with The Mystery right here on ONCE Virtual Venue Soundstage Launch Party. Hit it.
See it as it falls. Now bail yourself out of that sinking boat and atone for those crimes you go on to run and traverse the unknowable road.
find it, find it, find it, find it, the missing air. 100 penny cents mangled by every day where I fall to the ground with a sound. 100 is a lot. Louder, 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 louder. 100 penny cents mangled by every day where I fall to the ground with a sound. 100 is a lot. Louder, 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 louder. Remake, yeah, 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 yeah. 8 times remake, yeah, 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 yeah. 8 times remake, yeah, 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 yeah. 8 times remittance, remittance, remake, yeah, 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 yeah. 8 times remake, yeah, 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 yeah. 8 times remittance, 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 remittance. Oh, coming down the line. Remittance, remittance, remittance. Oh, coming down the line. Throw off all your investments. Throw off the design. Throw off all your investments. Throw off the design. Throw off your investments. Throw off your good design. Disappearance, not this time. Deliverance, not this time. Disappearance, not this time. Deliverance, not this time. Don't quit, don't quit. Hide it, hide it, hide it, hide it, hide it, hide it. But don't quit, don't quit, don't quit. Don't quit, don't quit, don't
All right, well said, Gilmore. The most pandemic-friendly act in Boston. I'm saying it right here. The Mystery, and we saw some really cool video changes there, and everything was really intense, visually and musically and sonically. Loved it. And let's talk a little bit about the technicalities right now of all of this. I've got Erin Jeanette, Stephen Laverne, and our ONCE production manager, Goose, here with me. And hi, guys. How you all doing? You've been doing some great work.
Hey.
You got all the microphones on, right? Okay, now we can hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic job, you know, on Grace and the mystery, and we'll have Noor and Linnea's Garden a little bit later on. But can you tell us a little bit about, you know, the recording quality, the equipment, the capabilities that you can offer here for Soundstage. Who wants to take it first? Erin?
Sure. I mean, we've been filming it at ONCE for years now. So it's kind of wild being back in a familiar space, but tackling it in a completely different way. I think the biggest difference is like we actually brought a 15-foot like crane jib in to connect that I was operating from one corner of the stage. We set up 2 or 3 static cams. Steve had a monopod and he's in the other corner filming. We got all the angles there. I'll let Goose talk about the audio, but.
So you and Stephen are the other video team, part of the team, right?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. All right. And speaking of sound, Goose, who's been a part of ONCE Somerville for a long time, obviously we're using all of our equipment, right? I mean, is there anything different than for something like this than the normal show for you?
So basically how it all goes down is it's pretty much like a normal show. We have the bands load in, they set up, except we're not tripping all over each other because they have to get up the stage. I put the microphones there, they come back, turn everything on. And then it's mixed just like a normal show, except instead of being mixed to a crowd, it goes into a recorder. So we record the sound of the room, we send individual tracks out to a tracking device, and then we mix it in post later and send it out to you.
Excellent. And so, how many cameras, Stephen or Aaron, or how many cameras were you looking at on all of this?
I think we had about 5 to 6 cameras. Yeah, a couple wides, a tight shot on each side that we put the long lenses on to get those close-up shots. And I think we had a GoPro on the side of the stage, at least for New Aura, which is coming up. We had a GoPro.
Okay, so we're going to have a little bit different flavor on that one. Okay,
a little different flavor, yeah.
Okay, so there's some flexibility in how much equipment you use or don't use. I mean, that's interesting. So you use GoPro on that. Was that something that the artist asked about, or is that an idea from your crew? Like, how do you decide what you're going to use on each shot?
Well, New Aura was the only band with drums that we had, so we used the GoPro for them. And should my face be up here?
I see it.
Yeah, we GoPro's like the go-to drum shot, so we used it for them.
Okay, great. So
we learned every one of these. We had a slightly different setup, and Linnea was the first artist in, which was immensely helpful because she was really patient with us, and we learned so much. And after every one of these, we'd sort of regroup and say, okay, how are we doing this different next time? And with any artist, like the editing's going to be different. The shots you're going to want slightly different to match the sort of the vibe of that sound.
Right. Okay, great, fantastic. All right, well, we've loved seeing your work already with Grace and the mystery. And next up, actually, well, speaking of GoPro, this will be a little bit different, so interesting. Maybe we'll catch what the different nuances are on this. We have the band New Aura, who played it once a number of times. Also had played at the Town and the City Festival up in Lowell. Great band, and let's check out and see what New Aura has done here at ONCE Soundstage.
All right, thanks again for having us here. Usually there's 3 more of us, Tim, Matt, and Dan. This is what we're doing right now. So here's something off our new record, No Sky in the Tropics. It's on Bandcamp and everywhere. Check it out, and here we go, starting our show. Hey, thanks for checking us out. We're New Aura, ONCE, Somerville Art Beat, Somerville Arts Council. Thank you so much for keeping the spirits up during these weird times.
Two, three, four. You were a cool girl, but it didn't work out. You rocked the dance floor and you give good hugs. We had a fun time making out at clubs. It was a good one. full of. Go ahead and sing along to this non-dramatic breakup song. Neither of us were wrong, but I'd rather be alone than date you. I don't have to hate you. You were so punk rock with your grown-out roots. We took a photo and we looked real cute. We were so tall in those high-heeled boots. It was a good one. I wasn't ready for you. Go ahead and sing along to this non-dramatic breakup song. Neither of us were wrong, but I'd rather be alone than date you. I don't have to hate you. And at the party, I see you talking to another pretty girl in eyeliner. I think I'm happy for what we were. It was a good one, but it didn't work. Go ahead and sing along to this non-dramatic breakup song. Neither of us were wrong, but I'd rather be alone than date you. I don't have to hate you. Everything working? Yeah! I don't wanna be clean and pure. That would be a life of fucking sure. Am I righteous? Am I doing the right shit? Wiping high-touch surfaces, riding on high horses. I don't like it, but am I doing it right, kid? Done it again. No more fun and no friends. Pull it together, pretend that it's all normal. Done it again. Won't you get me out of this mess? I'll wear my smile like a mask, but you can't see it. Better believe it. I don't wanna be cool with it. I wanna freak out and lose my fucking shit tomorrow. But I gotta be righteous. I don't wanna be good no more. Shut my mouth and follow patriarchal law. I just gotta trust science. Done it again. No more fun and no friends. Pull it together, pretend that it's all normal. Done it again. Won't you get me out of this mess? I wear my smile like a mask, but you can't see it. They tell me do the right thing, do nothing, do the right thing, do the right thing, do nothing, do the right thing, do the right thing, do nothing, do the right thing, do the right thing with me, come on. I said do the right thing, do nothing, do the right thing, do the right thing, do nothing, do the right thing, do the right thing, do nothing, do the right thing, do the right thing today. And I won't miss work from home, and I won't miss online shows. I remember kissing everyone I know. But now you've done it again, 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 again. Oh, pretend that it's all normal. Done it again. Won't you get me out of this mess? I wear my smile like a mask, but you can't see it. You better believe it. That's my Corona song.
Oh, that is a beautiful quote. It is like home. It's like home for most of us. Linnea's Garden. Linnea, formerly of Power Slut, and this is her new project, Linnea's Garden. Fantastic. Also, New Aura, one of my favorite Boston bands, and it's great to hear from them. What a great bunch of talented people we've had this evening, and we're not over yet. We actually will get to talk with some of our performers. We have Linnea, we've got John, Nora, and we've got Gilmore, okay, the mystery. First off, thanks so much for doing this, all of you. I hope you had a great time. I mean, tell me, yeah, whoever wants to jump in first, tell me about your experience. I mean, you sort of touched on it in some of your quotes, but tell me, how did it feel up there for you? Linnea, you want to start?
Yeah, so it was unexpected for me because like I wasn't even quite aware that like this footage would be used for anything. Like, you know, it all started with a text from Aaron. It's like, hey, do you want to like test out some things for the ONCE Soundstage? You know, it's this new thing. But I'm really, really glad I did it and that the footage was used because I think like being back in that space actually meant a lot to me. You know, there's all this talk, it's like, oh, we don't need spaces, you know, we can all work from home, but some of us can't work from home, you know, for a lot of us, like, and I think there's a lot to be said for keeping the community going, like ONCE has been doing so well with the virtual venue and now with the soundstage, because live music is different now, but that doesn't mean it's gone or dead, it's just a different protocol.
When was the last time you were on an actual stage? How many months has this been?
So I say like when I did that performance, probably, I mean, it must have been the last Power Slut show, so end of February.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gilmore, are you on here? How about you? What do you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, it seems like an amazing opportunity to chronicle where you are and, you know, whatever sort of artistic expression you're undertaking. I mean, I think that's hard for a lot of performers and artists to be, you know, they're working really hard on their stuff and now there's no outlet for it. So this is like such a great workaround where you sort of get the best of all worlds, you know, where you have an audience, you have a performance, you have a way of showing that performance, but nobody gets sick. So right on, right? I mean, and I was saying to JJ beforehand that the venue and the setup is like, there's so many, you know, I was thinking like you could stage other things there. JJ mentioned weddings, but I was thinking of like some sort of performance art or whatever. But yeah, I think, I mean, not to get all pompous or something, but I do think we're going to have to kind of rethink what performance is a little bit. And some of that is being in a bit of a, like the getting used to not being around people going, yay, or heckling you or whatever it is. But like you're doing kind of
like that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you just kind of get used to the silence, I guess, is a little bit. But anyway, I had a great experience. I think the protocol there was better than many places, like I think at the grocery store or something I've been to. So I appreciated how much care and thought went into that.
Great, I'm glad to hear. Now John, you guys had to do sort of a stripped down New Aura version. still sounded pretty full to me, though. This, even just the two of you. How did that feel for you guys? Since you both, at least two of you, are on stage.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I mean, kind of like everyone just like very cathartic. You're playing your instrument for the first time on a stage in months. Some of our other bandmates, Tim and Dan, they did some for the Somerville Arts Council before in their attic. It kind of kicked on the whole let's do some streaming and playing drums. I mean, I can tell you, it's like safer than playing some basement show where you got a bunch of people just like shoving on top of you, which is good or worse. I can't really say which one's better, but it was fantastic feeling. And yeah, it was a good time. Very good time.
Have you guys had a chance to rehearse at all since the pandemic started, or was that the first time you guys literally were getting to play together?
Yeah, being a 5-piece, we've kind of like, split ourselves in halves, like, cells or whatnot, dividing and going elsewhere. So yeah, it's always been like, 2 of us or 3 of us, something like that. But, until later, we'll keep doing that, but we'll keep making music and all that stuff because, this really proves what's possible, in this day and age in a good way,
Right. Yeah. You keep your chops up, and you can still create music, obviously, and hopefully the pandemic ends sooner than later, so we can actually be in the room with you all. But this is, it's a great opportunity to see you at least on a real stage. Like I said, nothing wrong with the living room and bedroom sessions. That's all cool, but this kind of brings us back to a little bit inch up to some normalcy, I guess.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we stink at banter as a band, so it's kind of nice not to have the banter pressure because you get like but anyway, it was good that Aaron and the folks at ONCE were like, yeah, put some banter out, because it kind of pushed us to a limit in a weird way. We didn't think it was possible, but anyway.
With banter, or without banter, whatever works. That's great, guys. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much. I thought you guys all sounded great. First of all, I love what you're all doing. Grace as well. Cheers to her, and cheers to all of you for being involved and putting this all together. And also thanks and kudos to our production team, Aaron, Stephen, and Goose, and JJ, Bridget, Aaron, Solomon, everybody on the staff, Jamie. Oliver, who helps put all of these virtual venues performances together. Thanks to all of you. I do want to remind everyone, if you want, some people sent some little notes in wondering about how the deal goes and how it all works from a financial and technical standpoint. That's a long answer, so I'm going to defer to reaching out to booking@oncesomerville.com, and that's spelled ONCESOMERVILLE.com, or just visit oncesomerville.com/soundstage for more information. You can reach out to one of our staff members, and we can tell you more about that if you're interested, or someone who may be interested. And as Gilmore touched on, I mean, I think everyone's assuming this is for bands and musical performers, and certainly that would be the bulk, but plays, weddings, performance art, talk shows, anything. Anything that's a performance, anything that's a presentation. I think we're game to do that. So I'm going to just check and see if I had any other little questions. I don't think so. We have some people in the background kind of feeding me some things, but I think we must have answered everything. That's great. Anyway, thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. We had a great crowd today. Also, remember, you can go on our YouTube page, ONCE Virtual Venue, and catch this and all of our past shows as well. We've got a lot more coming up, so keep in touch with ONCE. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks so much. Stay well.